Coming up with a design for your medical device that can be manufactured and assembled at low cost, whilst doing for users what they need it to, safely and effectively, is one of the big challenges you'll need to overcome. If you could see a route through this minefield, what would you do? In this bite-sized video, we continue our exploration of the map of medical device development, and this time we're taking a closer look at the design development track. It's an overview of the key stops from concept through to preparing your device design ready for approval and launch. We start our journey with market research. This is finding out what the unmet medical need actually is, what it is not, constraints and considerations. All this to make sure you're developing technology to fit a need, instead of the other way round. This step may well be linked to the first stop of the market research and access track. However, that often comes once you've identified the unmet need and have concepts that set out to address that. Concept design, assuming that you're free to operate, of course, and we'll talk more about that in an upcoming video where we look at the IP track. It's about developing a set of creative responses to address the unmet medical need that could be turned into a product. Design feasibility looks at the concepts you've created with clear eyes, exploring how or whether they could be developed into practical designs that can be made, assembled, disposed of, and very importantly, be used by your intended users. Design review. Search for our video 4 W's of design review to learn more. The design and process risk analysis stop has you identifying and evaluating risks related to the device design, as well as its likely manufacture, assembly, distribution, recycling and disposal processes, identifying ways to mitigate risks. One of the challenges here is balancing these requirements with the needs of the user. As you might expect, this stop is intimately linked to the risk management and human factors tracks, both of which are covered in other videos. Design iteration sees your device design evolving to incorporate risk mitigations, firstly because of the risk analysis, then to respond to the results of design evaluation, bench testing and usability testing of design iterations to see how well they deliver against specific requirements and risk mitigations. Again, this stop is intimately linked to risk management, human factors, and IP tracks. They all have a part to play. It's usual to go through this loop a number of times as you learn more about how your design performs, especially in the hands of real users. Consideration of manufacturing and assembly processes should start at the very early stops. However, here is where these processes will become concrete, with the knowledge that they can be used to build devices for upcoming verification and validation steps. It's no good testing devices without using a documented method. How else can you have confidence in the results? This step is about creating, refining, and validating test methods, which could be for incoming materials, in-process checks, or release testing of your product. Design verification answers the question, have I built my device right? Does it meet specification? Design validation, however, answers a different question. Have I built the right device? Does it meet the user's needs and intended use I set out to fulfill? And can it meet these needs consistently? At some point, you'll want to take your device design forward to production. That transfer is what this stop is all about. Now, it starts early in development but comes to conclusion at this point, where you convert design outputs into production specifications. From the stop on your journey where you decide to start design controls, you'll need to identify, document, assess and manage design changes, usually following a procedure. As you watch this video, you'll have started to think about how you can make best use of the information. You may now want to get some guidance on how to go about it more effectively. Now that we've come to the end of this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, sign up on our website, or follow us on social media so you're the first to know when new content is published. Thanks for watching. Remember to send us your questions and feedback.